full Cyan loadout for CS2, and this might be my favorite one of the themed inventory series that I've done so far. And we're starting off with the Galil Aqua Terrace, which fits and looks amazing, but the factory new is $130, which is very expensive. So as a cheaper option, I went with the Galil Cold Fusion, which in factory new is literally only 30 cents. Next up, we have the Desert Eagle Tilted, which is the brand new one, and it's absolutely perfect for this loadout. And the best part is that the factory new version is $4.5, and if you get the minimal wear, it will be half the price. Next up, for the M41S, we have the Icarus Fell, which I mean, it's perfect, but as you can imagine, it is very expensive for around $440 in factory new. So as a cheaper option, I went to the M4A1S Nightmare, which in minimal wear is still decent and it costs around $16. Going over to the Glock, we have the Gamma Doppler, and for me this one is perfect, and I went to the Phase 3 in factory new, which is the best one in my opinion, but it is a bit expensive to be honest, as it costs $63, so a slightly cheaper one would be the Glock Axia, which is a new skin, but it isn't that cheap either because the minimal wear costs $48. SkinsMonkey is a trading platform where you can trade your old CS2 skins for brand new ones, and if you use my code OZNI on the website, you get up to $5 for free and a 35% bonus when buying balance. They are also running a Christmas event where you can get a completely free skin, up to 50% deposit bonus or free website balance. The first gift is free and more gifts are unlocked as you trade. There are no hidden tricks. They are also running an advent calendar where you can claim a free gift every single day, which also includes tickets to a giveaway, and the more tickets you have, the higher your chance to win is going to be. Link is in the description, and thank you SkinsMonkey for sponsoring the video. Next up, we have the P90 mold, which is nice looking and just fits really well here. The factory new is only $2.2. And going over to the op, I went to the Silk Tiger, which is perfect for this inventory, but it is so expensive as the minimum version is $190. So as a cheaper one, I went to the op Apheris, which is cyan but kind of greenish as well, so it is not perfect but it still fits, and the minimum version is $5.2. For the UMP, I chose the Primal Saber, which is actually my play skin and it just looks great, and the minimum version is only $2.5. For the USP, I went to the Alpine Camo, which is a new USP, and it's the only one that fits good in this loadout. It's not perfect though, but it's alright, and it even has these small case hardened spots. However, the factory new version is about $4. For the P250, I went to the Undertow, which is really good, but it's also a bit expensive because the minimum version is $25. So if you want another good and cheaper option, just go with the P250 X-Ray, which in factory new is only 50 cents. For the XM, I chose the Split Stream, which fits great and is very cheap in general. You can get the factory new version for just 40 cents, so it is perfect. And for the AK, I went to the Frontside Misty in minimal wear, and this one is the best choice in my opinion, and it's not that expensive. It costs about $23, so for an AK it's fine, but if you want an even cheaper one, you can go for the classic AK Ice Cold, which in minimal wear is going for about $7.4. For the Mach 10, I chose the Peep Squeak, which is a new one and just fits amazing here. It is also very cheap. The factory new is $4.3, but if you want a super budget one that also fits nicely, you can get the Mach 10 Malachite, which in minimal wear is just $1.5. For the dual Barreras, I chose the Hydro Strike, which is a brand new skin from the Armory update. It fits nicely and the factory new is around $4.8. For the FAMAS, we have the Water of Memphis, which is the most obvious pick of the video, and it's the only option here really. It is not that cheap though because the minimum version is around $44. And for the M4A4, I went with the Bullet Rain, which has a lot of red, but the middle part of the skin is cyan, so it is good for this one, and you can get the minimum version for only $15. For the 5.7, I chose the Fall Play, which is perfect and is also pretty underrated in my opinion. You can get the minimum version for $3.7 and the skin just looks nice in general. And for the AUG, I chose the Momentum, which is my play skin, and it is similar to the Bullet Rain. It has some red, but it's mostly cyan, so it fits nicely, and the minimum version is $3.5. And then for the Tech 9, I chose the Avalanche, which is the best one here, and it's also a skin that I personally love. You can get the factory new version for $4.2, but if you go and get the minimal wear, it will look the same and it's only about $2. For the Knife and Glove combo, I will show you two options, an expensive one and a relatively cheap one. For the expensive one, we have the Karambit Gamma Doppler Phase 1 Diamond Gem, and for the gloves, we have the End Reps Overprinted minimal wear, and this one is very expensive and is also very hard to price. The market price for the Karambit is about $2,200, but I see tier 1 diamond gems selling for almost double that, so my advice is just inspect a few phase 1s and see which have a sort of a cyan pattern. The gloves are $310 as well. And for the relatively cheap one, which is not cheap at all, we have the GUT Gamma Doppler Phase 1, also diamond gem, with the same gloves but this time in well worn. And this is a similar scenario when it comes to the knife. It is hard to price, but I see so many diamond gems on sale for relatively cheap. Tier 2 ones are selling for about $300 and the market price for the knife is $245, so it is way more affordable, and the gloves in well worn cost half of the price of the minimal wear ones, and they don't look that bad. They are not that scratched at all. That is it. Let me know what you change and what inventory you want me to do next. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel for daily CS2 content.